Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, the second of 4 between the San Antonio Missions and the Midland Rockhounds. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Bones will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Grounded back up the middle. Zahoric ranging up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down. Bones stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still one time.
This is line to left. Mundy is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So Bones will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet. Like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
And that is through into center field, a base hit. 1 run scores. And not in time as the 2nd run scores.
Well, even though he's the number 2 hitter in the lineup, he says, hey, I'm not just here to be a hit and run guy. I can drive in runs just as well as the 3 and 4 guys can. True to his word.
Sebastian Novoa digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Right side.
Come on, get him.
Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So 2 runs. Bones comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Hey, wait for yours here.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Hey, see it deep and drive. What do you say?
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Mundy. 1 away. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a complete game, but he did get him into the 7th inning, and that was enough to get his guys into position to win this ball game.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the San Antonio Missions and the Midland Rockhounds. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out? Bones comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st.
Leading off for Midland, third baseman, Bones.
They see it, drive it. Let's go.
And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, the crowd will get on him here, but leading off the bottom of the 1st, I don't think there's any intention.
Patrick Cardona will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
Hey, come on, big guy, get your pitch.
A little low, it's 2-2.
Well, that's a good take there with 2 strikes. That wasn't an easy one to lay off of.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the 1st out of the inning. Jake Smolinski will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Wait for your pitch up there, huh?
Drilled on the ground to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead,
Andrew Lambo will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently it's 6 games entering play. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The relay throw, and it's too late as he's in there.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Martin Almanzar has a golden opportunity to give his guys the lead as he stands in with 3 men aboard.
And, Matt, it's early in this game, but this is a big moment right here. It doesn't matter when you score your runs, just that you score more in the end.
Lundy is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
And with 1 out and the bases loaded.
Bones will stand in for a second time. Remember, he was hit by a pitch to kick off the home first.
not really the way you want to start a ball game. I mean, it's great you get down to first base, but you're going to be feeling that all day long.
Right here.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So no runs here, no hits, no errors. So stepping in, number 0, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 0-1, here it comes. Grounded to third. Bones. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ramon Alfonso stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Oh, and he took his eye off it as it's right through him into left. The run scores from second. It's 1-1. Zach Rucker will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. Digging in to try it again. Bones, he'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll snap one over to first. And the runner will get back standing. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. And another snap throw to the bag. Keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Definitely has his attention.
All right, one time right here. And one time right now.
Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Hey, let it
Trying
fly,
to
let it
strike
fly.
him out for the second time. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Ramon Alfonso gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's set. Here comes the 1-1 to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the box. Bones will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far. And they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Struck him out. Bones will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Zahorith on to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 out. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Missions are victorious here. They win it 4-1. Good night, everybody.
And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Bones comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off from Midland, third baseman, Bones.
Hard hit ball to second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning. Patrick Cardona will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. And a slider, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the... Sebastian Novoa will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. 0-1, here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not. Bones steps in now.
Now batting, third baseman, Bones.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Shot towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, drive
Patrick
that pitch.
Cardona in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 3 innings leading off the inning, Johnny Harris, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Squares around and drops down a good one. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. Barry Hirsch will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up.
And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The batter, number 5, designated hitter.
Bones gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. Hirsch backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Bones will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
To the hole left side, and it's through, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still Patrick Cardona will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Struck him out. And now, so a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Sebastian Novoa, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game.
Yeah, I think the entire game has led to this moment right here. Now we'll see if he can come through, or if the pitcher can somehow get out of this game.
Come on, big guy. I need you right now.
Hey, keep it going up there. Your turn, your
Hit
turn.
fairly well out towards straightaway center. Jacob moving to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. We've played 8 full, all tied at 1-1. Bones digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Hey, no one better right here.
Here comes the 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
Moment, we need you. Here we go. Hey, no one better here. Hey, your turn. Drive him in.
The 0-2 delivery.
Here we go now.
Hot shot to third. Delgadio scoops it up. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. And we'll have to cancel those dinner reservations, partner. 11th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. Now to the plate, Ramon Delgadio. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Put away.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Oh, and this ball is going to get on you quickly down there at the hot corner. That's why they call it the hot corner. So he doesn't have a whole lot of time to think about it, and this is all instinct. He goes up the ladder, pulls it down quickly.
Striding into the box, Bones. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make.
And they're going to walk off as winners here in 12 innings.
Well, you had the sense early on that this one was destined to go down to the wire, and sure enough, these guys are going to pull this one out here in walk-off fashion.
And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, Matty, sounds good to me. They needed him to come out and give some support when he was called on, and he gave them a very good outing out of the bullpen. Enough to make him our player of the game.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. Minor League Baseball now on the show as our road trip makes a stop in the Double-A Texas League. Tonight, the finale of this 4-game set between the Frisco Rough Riders and the Midland Rockhounds. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Bones will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Wait for a good one, huh?
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. EK, our visitors here as they take the field tonight following a scoreless top half. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Yeah, plenty to worry about now with only 1 out. Not only do you have a dangerous hitter on deck, but you've got a real speedster over there at first, so he could very well be on the move here.
Sebastian Novoa will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Come on, big guy. Stay hot up there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. On the ground to third. He's got it. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this.
Wait for your pitch up
Bones
there,
will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Third baseman, Bones.
Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Ramirez giving chase. And the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. Bones will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Hey, let her fly, let her fly. Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 out. Sebastian Novoa will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
And he's a strike away from getting out of this unscored upon, but you can see the location mistake there. And now, all of a sudden, he goes from possibly hanging a goose egg to serving up a 3-run home run.
Bones ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1.
Yeah, see it, drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Now a move over to first.
No, he's safe.
And he'll get back in safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here.
Hey, come on, baby. See it.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. Runners on first with 1 down. Squared that one up just a little late. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a fastball blew it right by. A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fellow right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yep.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the San Antonio Missions and the Midland Rockhounds. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Bones comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Up for the Rockhounds, third baseman, Bones.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. EK, our visitors here as they take the field tonight following a scoreless top half. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost. Jimmy Lundy will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Grounded to third. Bones gloves it. Throw gets him. 2 down. With a moment now, let's check out how the Bones digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Come on, kid, get on for us. Here we go.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for this. Bones will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0. Bones will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
And they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things.
Come on, big guy.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Hey, one pitch. Make it yours.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Drilled to first. To second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Well, I'm a little surprised that he wouldn't come home with this ball. That's always going to be a tough turn at second for the double play, and you know you're only going to get 1, so why not take the lead runner at home to save yourself a run?
Hey, wait for yours here.
Patrick Cardona strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
He's running towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. Second and third, 2 away. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
And with 2 outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let him score on a wild pitch.
3-1.
You figure he should get something good to hit here.
Come on,
they don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, and he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2. Stepping in, Jake Smolinski. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. Charles Cruz will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
And you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
He's got it. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The Rockhounds are out in front, 2-0. John Edwards is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Bones struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0-for-4 ball game with a base hit right here. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th. Patrick Cardona comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Rucker will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Jake Smolinski ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting. You have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
2-2. Swinging a soft liner. The second for 1. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Jimmy Lundy stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Nobody out, runner on first.
Hey, we got no outs.
Hit hard on the ground at third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. Bones digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Third baseman, Bones.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
And look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Patrick Cardona will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Hey, get your pitch. No one better up there.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. And we'll have to cancel those dinner reservations, partner. 11th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
Minor League Baseball now on the show as our road trip makes a stop in the Double-A Texas League. Today we wrap up this 4-game. Bones will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Like spin, come on.
Here comes the first pitch. On the ground to short. This could be two. There's one. On to first, and the throw goes right by him.
Well, errors are going to happen. They're just part of the game, but this obviously is a bad time to make a mistake like this. That allows two runners to come in and score.
Sebastian Novoa will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corner. Max Muncy stands in with another first-inning RBI opportunity in store.
Yeah, and this has been an impressive first inning for these guys, and you know they'd love to tack one on here.
Popped up. Henley is there for it. 2 gone. A chance now to take a look at.
His on-base percentage is over 400 the last 10 ball games. Done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on base, and setting up the guys behind him for run-scoring opportunity.
Let her rip.
Heading out towards shallow right. Herman is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So 2 runs on just 1 lone hit, 1 error in the inning, and a couple of men left. We'll go on to the top of inning number. Bones digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Oh, and you cannot get caught making up your mind to swing before you even see where the pitch is going to be. I mean, I wasn't even close.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Sebastian Novoa will dig in. He singled his first time around.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Left side. Reined in. One there. On to first, and they get them both. Bones will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
Third baseman, Bones.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Hey, one time, right now.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Mundy racing back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across here this half. 5 innings complete. The Rockhounds are out in front, 2-0. Bones gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Hey, let her fly right here.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1.
Let her rip right here.
On the ground to third. Only chance is a bare hand. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Yeah, not a real good throw that time. We'll see it again. Almost a great save at first. But you see, he just sort of knocks it down right in front of him. Maybe he didn't open that glove as wide as he could have. That'll be a throwing error.
Sebastian Novoa steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat.
Come on, guy, get your pitch right here.
On the ground to the right side.
Dig, run out.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on no hits, 1 error. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a real good performance, as you'll see in his final line. Gave him 7 2/3 good innings.
With the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background, a look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the Stars are out in this minor league all-star matchup between the Texas League's South Division and the Texas League's North Division. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next.